Good going. I've sneezed my entire whatever it is out. Now to head all the way to you. We're alive, people. Just sneezed out whatever was stuck in my nose for 5 hours. Probably not 5 hours. Why can't I jump on this? Jump? I can't jump down from there, I'm afraid. Ah, we go all the way around. How's it waiting there?
Bleh.
Release grid. Oh, right. They changed it now that for the tanks that there's now that if you have your stance on, you know when you can, it cannot, the grid becomes a different button to know it's on. Because people said like that would be nice. Makes sense, right?
Mm.
You also have to probably redo your whole paladin hotbar.
Yeah.
What's up? Waiting for me to arrive?
Yeah.
Ow. Almost there. I wish I could just jump down, but I guess that's not till later. Because for blood reasons, we have to go around. Ah, tomato. Go away, I don't care. Go away, I don't care. Okay, where are you?
Still in the same spot as before.
I ran past you. Give me a moment. There you are. Boink. Okay, now we can finally adventure together. What is it? I'll have to go back on. Come on. Let's go. With the weird bird chirping music. There we are. There's Yushtola. You have your pod out.
Yeah, so. Hey guys. Hold a moment. I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Logisticon Beta, one of Labyrinthos climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, with which one could access the upper or lower tiers. Aye, if I were an agent of the forum, it would make for a convenient meeting place.
Ah.
But even if we happen to find Aaronville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect him to reveal issues of importance as we nonchalantly stroll past. Nay, we shall have to remain undetected. No comment?
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
If only Graha and his vanish bell were here.
Oh, there are other ways of turning invisible. There, still your line. Oh!
Hippity hop, my little toads! Uh-oh!
She cast the toad on us.
This!
We're toaded.
Unaccustomed to transfiguration, worry not, it will wear off with the passage of time.
We know. Croak, ribbit, ribbit.
I suggest you and your great companions hop along and catch up with Aaronville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and I will refresh the enchantment.
I'd rather not.
And what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator as you would learn of anything of note.
Aww.
Which reminds me, where are the creatures hereabouts? In that form, you are essentially defenseless.
Yeah, we know. We've been toaded before. You've been chasing a toad. You must transfigure in order to... Okay. Great. Talk about being a toady. Oh. Have to talk to Alpha now. Ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad and Alley Toad. Alpha Toad and Alley Toad. In the meantime, we have Chocobos following us.
Yep, careful. There's a...
Bio pellets. Rock, ribbit, ribbit. Lunchy and Toad. Toad. Don't worry, he won't bother us. He's gonna bother us. I love how it says Alpha Toad and Ollie Toad. Someone in the writing had fun writing that one up. Way too much fun writing that one up. They're better.
Are you just gonna say ribbit, ribbit? Discuss your surroundings.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Okay, thank you. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. What?
That's a monster. I need to kill that toad.
Okay.
But I can't, because, you know.
Croak, ribbit, ribbit.
Exactly.
So they don't know where we're going. No, go away! I found the spot, by the way. You had to walk away because a yak was attacking me. It's voice acted, don't worry.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list.
Ooh.
If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlian scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
Yeah, it's like, we're equals.
In an age long past, Charlian was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course.
They know of the end days,
And
okay.
when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Okay.
They know of it.
Do your bidding.
Yeah.
For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the forum.
He's not complaining. So like, oh, come on. You work for us. Like, no, he's like, no, we understand.
Does he though?
Nah. But it's clear that they already knew about the final
Politicians.
days. Rivet, rivet.
I hope that was informative. You may
He
consider
knows.
you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart.
Yeah. He knows it was us.
Which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
I like how he's clever enough to know it was us. To be fair, he's a gleaner.
Yeah.
Wait.
He's probably like, he
Did you
knows
know it
everything
was
that's
us?
supposed to
Yeah.
be here.
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
He knew by our behavior that we were spying. You were being very toad-like. Yep. Don't fool an expert. It makes sense because this is his job. He knows when something's not normal.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Is there battle? That yak is still on me! And now it goes away. What the fuck? A yak was just waiting. I'll wait till you're out cutscene mode, you oh, never mind. I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specialized in animal procurance would not have been so easily deceived. He seemed to have inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps, we've discovered a new piece of the puzzle. This momentous duty the forum agent mentioned. Charlian has been called to action, and the Telephoros declaration was the catalyst. Whatever charge it is they hope to fulfill, they've deemed insufficient to disrupt all of Labyrinthos. Not to mention ignoring Eorze's request for aid. So, whatever. So they did all this because they have to do something. Yeah, a guide of sorts.
What duty could warrant the direct involvement of the forum and the commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we just heard, none of the gleaners were offered any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Ishtola and Crow for the moment, see what they think of this.
I guess we're leaving Labyrinthos. Blue quest.
What, where?
All the way down there. In the Egg Arbornomics. It's on the way, don't worry. She's on the map. Also, isn't there an Apoker nearby?
It's just southwest. Is it? No, wait. Southwest?
Yeah, that's that way. So it's probably near the dam. Yeah, definitely. It's either below us or it's over there at those barracks. Go away. Yeah, it's over here. Over here somewhere? Northwest. It's either right above us or right below us. It's right above us. I see it. How the fuck do you get up there? Oh, I see. We have to go all the way around. That's a Aether current. Fuck him.
We didn't miss him at all.
Yeah. So this is a cool area, I'll give it that.
It is.
Ba-ba. New area here. There we go. That's off the map now. And now we can head to the story. None, one.
Oh wait, we gotta get one of those. There it is. Need to get that frog over there.
Okay.
It's one of my hunts. Oh, whee!
Bap, bap. One of how many?
Oh, that was it.
Okay. If I were leaving this area, I wouldn't be that upset.
Me neither.
I mean, that's normal for the expansion. They just show part of the actual thing and then you come back later for the whole thing.
Yep.
Trust me, you found Aaronville.
Welcome back. I trust you found Aaronville dead? Hey!
Yeah.
Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Kryl, then discuss how we'd like to proceed. Where is Kryl?
Huh?
Assuming we find her back at the farm, she was still behaving oddly, so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was so entranced by? The rest of us can survey the more distant areas, just in case she decided to wander.
Yeah. That was indeed not a smart idea, Yish.
Oh, now I see the blue one.
Yeah.
It's this way, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a little bit further back. Up the hill
Is it?
here.
Up the hill where?
Around the corner.
What corner?
This corner.
If you disappeared out of my point of view, I can't see which corner you went around.
If I get the mini map for that. Go away,
That doesn't
tomato.
tell me that doesn't show me which way you have to go.
Need the flowers. Yeah, here are flowers. Hi, Kryl. What are you here? Are you talking with Heidelin? Why are you plucking one? Huh?
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting.
Huh?
Huh? What did she say?
What?
What?
Heidelin?
Yeah.
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course.
Oh, of course. That's what's happening. It was Heidelin talking to her.
Of course.
Because so she's using Kryl as her voice now. Yeah. She has the,
Uh-oh.
that's the eyes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cute. Because she's growing weaker.
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance.
Ah.
Though
Sort of.
I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment. It is in the depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest.
Mm-hmm.
After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well.
Aww.
Her,
Aww.
and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you.
Another.
Eh?
Take the flower. Walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will.
She's being cryptic again.
That blue will be your guide.
Okay, thank you.
Test and proof of your conviction.
Mm-hmm.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
She's still a prior, but yeah, she's still she's just being cryptic.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away.
Mm-hmm. Look at my cry.
My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was.
Mm-hmm.
Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah.
Her answers were more cryptic than I would have
Yeah.
but at least she left us with a guide of sorts. That unusual flower.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are definitely making progress.
So the flowers are tied to Heidelin.
So something is up
You
with that
can't be
flower.
serious.
Yeah.
We've
Definitely.
done nothing wrong.
How much you want to bet it's a flower that grows in the...
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's their dad.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian. Our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization.
Yeah, and?
We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about labyrinths.
Yeah, he blabbed to him.
In clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities.
Yeah.
Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion.
At least he's being serious, like, yeah, sorry, this is...
We will not risk its success by turning
still
a
an
blind
asshole.
eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
No, you're gonna deny services to deliver
The
infos.
Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Absent.
Graha! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Why is Gra being detained?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Okay. Did he snuck into a restrictive area? He snuck into... Yeah, that makes sense.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Sure.
Fine, if we must.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse.
Oh, shut up, dude.
But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Guess we're leaving the area for now. Well, if we're out, then we do the blue quest when we're back here, because clearly we're coming back here at one point in the story.
Eventually. Asshole.
Yeah, Sharlayan, it's clear that Sharlayan just is like, we're doing this because this is our right course of action. But it's a lot in this game. It's like, we all believe we're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Graha. Whoa, look at this cabinet. Spirally. We always seen it in the cutscene, but now you see it in games. Like, wow. Hey, Krauss, her hood down for once.
Forgive me. I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
The Forum will come to order.
Barnier.
This inquiry is now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings.
Okay. So he's the current leader.
Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you
speaker.
to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
Okay, so it is him doing everything.
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work.
Of course.
They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
You really like the word warmongering, don't you?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
He's like, yeah. She's like, bitch, please.
Yeah. Don't talk like you know her, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Bitch.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Oh.
Whence came this revelation?
A moment ago.
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own.
Okay, so he also found out something.
The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society.
At first glance, but...
And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, so I noticed something odd.
He knows, like, yeah, you've experienced weird governments. Fall free.
Yeah.
And he knows about the Empire,
From
so...
a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather,
Silence.
society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge. The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility.
Ah.
I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives.
Aha!
Ah!
Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, The vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene.
So they're putting money into preservation again.
But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
That's Bahamut.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh-so-important duty.
That I found something in the hinterlands, which is probably Bahamut, but...
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
What? Why is he choking?
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore.
Why did he suddenly grab his neck when he was being choked?
Knowing this, what would you have us do?
I think they're all cursed that they can't talk about it.
And join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival.
Yeah, so they're pretty much now turtling.
Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
They're not wrong in that idea, but their execution is wrong.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno.
Yeah, don't go to the
I
run.
fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me.
Basically saying I don't have the answer, but I'm going to do what needs to be done.
So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
Okay. Pretty much saying this is my point.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Here's one of the bigger members, I guess.
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Okay.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand,
Okay. What does he have to say?
By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same.
Ah, that's what he's saying.
Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections.
Smart.
Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given?
That's a good one.
No. If we're to quell further
Okay, I like this guy.
Then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Yeah, that's why he's a friend of their grandfather. But he's right. You won't dissuade an.
We will have order.
Yeah, he's right. You can't dissuade your opponent by saying you can't do that.
Monteshane raises some valid.
Yeah, the more you say you can't do that, the
Keeping
more
such
someone's gonna do it.
concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures.
Okay.
Until further notice, the students of Baldesion are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan.
Okay.
You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
Not everyone is raising their hand. A lot of them are, but there's also a lot of objecting.
I count 51 for and 48 against.
That's...
The proposal is passed.
Okay. Fair. But that's...
Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences.
So don't involve Australian politics, that's it.
Honored members, I
So
thank
this
you
is
for your
basically the
time.
end of this storyline, and then now we have to do the other one.
Yeah. So, pretty much no more... We're still allowed to stay and do our own research, but we're not allowed to look into Charlian's policies in the forum anymore. That is against the rules. That's what they said do not allow us to do. And it's like, okay, fair. So we're still allowed to stay in Charlian, but we're not allowed to interfere with its politics.
Makes sense.
We already know enough of their politics. But yeah.
But wasn't the Afarian Sea where Heidelin's influence was the strongest?
Yeah.
And wasn't that what they, where they went? So what the hell did they find there?
Yeah. We'll see.
You showed up? Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city. And their endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the form discovered in the Ethereal Sea. With our freedoms so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn aught more of substance here in Charlian.
Okay, so we can do the other storyline for the time being after this.
Yeah.
A state visitor, yeah. As a look at dissatisfaction.
The overall picture has grown clearer, yes, but that's in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their action in plain words? Survival come what may. His father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family?
Yes, clearly. Alphino, Odyssey, it is you! Oh, it is a lady.
Oh! When I heard you'd been dragged before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Is that their mom?
I think that's a mom. Yeah.
Mother?
Even though they're disowned, she's still being a mother.
Ameliance Livier, at your service. Oh, come on, I'm calling you Amy. And you fine people must be the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you.
Well, most of us. Mother, please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches father that you were here...
Oh, bother that! Am I to be chastised for speaking for my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Fortuno are not on best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again.
So she's a good mom.
You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Fankrid's group and reconsider our options. Go, visit your home. We will be back at the annex when you are ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure we... Kaylin, what do you think? Kaylin? Kaylin? Oh, wow. Oh, God.
Yeah.
What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorza, I insist that you join us.
Oh, we're dragged along.
Yeah, okay.
It's not. I was like, God.
But we must be quick about it, not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Oof.
Yeah.
Now, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. And then she was gone. And with her, any opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you free.
I guess this is where they get their new outfits and Alphino becomes a sage. Yeah. Talk to Alfie. I apologize. My mother's not one to take no for an answer. Still, I'm glad, relieved even, to see you in such high spirits. What say you, Jernam? Though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us on our visit home? Okay.
Fine, if we're going, then let's get it over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much.
Why ever not? Your room was always perfectly neat and tidy.
Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away. Childhood toys. Never mind. The Livia estate is that way, straight down the stairs. Come on!
Yeah. AKA, she doesn't want to show that she has a girly side. There are two speaking spots ahead.
I know.
Why are you going that way?
Whee!
Go straight. So this is how close we were to ending this storyline. But again, it's been 30 minutes.
As children, Alphino and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. Must have been a day when his meetings ran long. Because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at that exact moment. Came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name.
When Alice and I were little, this place was so far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or a servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. Now look at us, traveling to different continents, different worlds even.
Let's go to the talking spot.
Yeah.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
What? Oh, Vista. Vista first. Journey's end, okay.
Let's do Alfie first.
Oh yes, this is where I first practiced magic on an actual person. Alice had fallen, you see, and scraped her knee quite badly, so I tried casting a simple restorative spell I had only just learned. How she smiled when the wound closed. The joy and relief that was. I believe the very moment I chose the healing art as my main subject of my studies. Ah, he was being a good brother.
We used to come here all the time with grandfather. In summer, I would dip my hands and feet in the fountain and splash about. Not Alphino, though. Even back then, he wasn't very fond of playing in water. He'd make any excuse to avoid it. Which would explain how I came to swim like an auk and he sink like a stone.
A little bit of personal things.
Well, it's nice that we finally get some background on these two.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been way too long. Hi, Amy! And there you are. And here you are at last. Please, do come in.
Now we get to see the inside of the house. I was half expecting Alice to have kicked him afterwards. Let's allow servants.
Welcome home,
Oh, it's voiced.
lady.
Ja. Dan zei Paladin. I can keep my helmet on now because I can see my eyes and my mouth now. Yeah, I'm expecting this is a very fancy place.
Yeah, it is pretty fancy.
Hi. Nice sunglasses, dude.
What? What are you gawping at?
How rich you are! Squire, the side must be seem squalid bit indeed.
I'm doing the top one.
Yeah.
I'll have you know I'm quite fond of the Rising Stones.
She says that she's fond of the rhinestones in here.
It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
Yeah, she doesn't like being a princess.
Not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you would accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Yeah. No.
The twins have been sending letters home.
Aw, she's
from
so
time
happy to have them back.
recounting their latest adventures.
That's why she heard of
I'm
us.
sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying.
Nice paladin making you
Some
crafting
other
tools.
worries all the same. In the early days, especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations.
Aww.
Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Just a laugh.
It is plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them.
Smile.
Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, talking.
Because you're all hyper.
I know. That wasn't very... But once it was poorly timed. Yeah, it's her new outfit.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yep.
Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
So they got it from their mother. That only makes it...
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Yeah.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore.
AKA they want to have their own
And
identity.
while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
She's such a good mom.
See for yourself.
Aww.
Yeah, that's their Endwalker outfits.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
Oh?
Yeah, the sage.
You'd allow me, Master Alphino.
It's the sage wings. Or, you know, the bits.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
Well...
Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days. As a student, he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to
Smart.
Aw. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
Wink!
There's this, oh, he actually gets a soul crystal for that.
These devices are quite difficult to master.
Makes
But
sense.
someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb.
Aplomb. That's a fun word.
And that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go.
I'm so tiny in the background.
Yeah. I'm actually standing there looking, dude. You're just heavily cut off. I can see it in your screen, by the way. Even the stream is like half your face is like in the left down corner. You can just see me standing there clear as day. Like I'm supposed to stand there. You're like, I'm tiny. Imagine if you were a potato, aka a Lalafell. You won't be seen.
Yep.
Firstly,
Give you my Nautilus. Sorry, Paladin.
it
In
was
the
only
chat.
after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work.
Don't make me laugh,
I
Paladin.
may not know the forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
She's very smart. Okay, do something and he can't undo it, he's fucked. And I have to laugh.
Oh,
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well.
Hey,
stay
give your mom a
warm,
hug before you
and
go.
Keep your friends close.
Nope.
God damn it!
No budget for hugging animation. As people make the joke, they put all their budget into food now. Oh, you want a hugging animation? Look at how real and good the food animated looked. Yeah. But yeah. Behold, my face mask. It took forever to find, but now I have one permanently. And no, I don't need the dyeable version of it. Okay, Alpha now. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief for now. However, it will have to suffice, as will these tokens of home that will carry us. These gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. Bring up some sentimentality. Let us return to the Annexer and join our companions. Okay, so time to finish that storyline.
Yep.
Teleport.
Alright, we can just warp.
Yeah. As if we're going to the other one. But yeah, you know what Paladin said about the things on his back? Their father. Whoops the fuck gave you my Nautilus? Nautilus. It's Nautilus, right? I don't know. Main hall entrance.
Who gave you my bits?
Yeah. I'm calling funnels or bits for now.
Can you get in again?
You just right click the left door. It's not loading in for you? What?
It's not loading in for me. What?
I'm going back out to see what the fuck's going on with that.
Oh, now it is.
I just left and you and now you can enter? What? Loading bug.
I've come to stop you.
That's what the game said. Cryo.
Enjoyed your time with the Liviers, I hope. I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope we can help them reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret in that the Forum strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Heidelin is sure to guide us going forward. I'm confident that once you've scouted out the situation at Fafnir, we'll be well equipped to plot out our next move.
Okay. Time for the other storyline.
Bye! Bye!
But...
I'm just saying, hi! Bye!
Kitty. And now we go around the corner. I'll wait till you're out. Because you're taking a bit long. Yeah, you're loading. You're loading slow today.
My loading is slow in general. Smacked into the wall.
There you are.
Actually, hold on a second.
What are you doing? Oh, you can now change your portraits.
Yeah.
I've already changed my portrait. I'm also gonna do that for the...
Ah!
And now I'm gonna change the character.
Oops.
Too early.
Okay, there we go.
Save for that one. There. I need to put them on all of them. But I'll work on that later. My Dark
I'm not gonna do all.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do all of them. I'm just gonna do the ones I'm gonna be using the most for now.
Yeah, I did it for my tanks. Coming in?
Yeah, almost. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. There we go.
You're in cutscene mode. Oh, you already right-clicked. Boom.
Well, now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again?
I snark. Not to our knowledge. We associate a crowd of the students of Baldessian. We seek passage to Fafnir. And understand you can assist us.
Ah, test subjects! Welcome, welcome!
Test subjects?
Oh, you hadn't heard? Well, then allow me to explain. So, in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of aether hurtling along the live stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible, that people might move about more freely.
Oof.
And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement.
Truly? That changes everything!
Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherytes, but the aetherytes themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating the travel between the 2 points. But it just so happens that of our first test pair of aetherytes, one has been installed here in Charlian, and the other one over in Yadilimot, a port town in Fafnir. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Ratsathan, and indeed, we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists.
So to sum it up, we're to test these aetherytes. How fortuitous for you. Should I mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether? Would this be a problem?
Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherytes are made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part.
A veritable dream come true! And by far for me to worry much about such things. But we do have permission to make use of your shiny new invention?
The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set.
Clever.
It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the livestream, in the statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mr. Sprout truly knows how to pick 'em.
Well, yeah.
Sidian is... If I might change the subject, are Master Wolfson and Mr. Bloda not present today? Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their post. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project held by the forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details.
Ah.
I see. Any other questions? No? Now let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Averett Plaza. I'll be along shortly.
I like how everyone walks by like, we sure about this?
Yeah, they're like, only Estedian was like, ah. Well, Estedian doesn't have to use it, so...
Wow, look at all the people walking.
Oh, Jesus.
Can see the destination?
Barely.
Oh, music eventually picks back up where we left off. That's new.
Right, we're all set.
Wow.
Why the squeaky voice?
Just the 4 of you, was it?
Her voice actor sounds familiar.
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
I know her from somewhere. Oh, I know which voice, who the voice actress is. Or what she sounds like. Tracer from Overwatch.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
Yeah, I think it's her.
I don't know, she's not on the voice actor list.
But it does sound like her, or at least someone doing a similar performance like her.
Last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
Oh, that's gonna be the status for when we arrive. Instant. What? Urio's like... Oh. But yeah, she sounded like someone doing a Tracer impression. And I wouldn't be surprised it's one of the intentions. I sense a Lynxie being a Lynxie. Well, I guess we arrive safely. Whoop. Whoop!
I cannot find anything on her.
Okay.
She's probably one of the extras that...
Yeah. Oh, you just got that cutscene. I already loaded through that. I'm already in the next loading screen.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads at Han.
Wow, all the way over there?
From the
Jesus!
southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
There's a peacock up there.
Yeah. Of course there's a tower.
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Oh, there's the ethereal sickness. Hey, Stydian.
What chance?
Wah! Hey, Stydian!
Against such an insidious foe.
Stydian outright passed out.
No, not Stydian.
Of course not. He didn't have to. He just got here.
E for sickness.
Oh, man. Look at that building, that rock.
Yeah.
That rock in the background.
Yep.
Jeez.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish.
Come on, Uriage!
Yeah, this definitely base of India with all the colors.
Yeah.
Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
Uriage, how he's sitting, you're like, oh god.
Yeah.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions.
Thanks!
Don't let Estinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Oh!
Oh god!
Oh god! He's a... Do not... Oh no!
Oh god. Oh no!
Yeah, we have to find the stadium before he spends all our money. Oh god, you cannot, you can only walk for a bit and then you get this. Yeah. E for sickness. I'll tune real quick while we're here. Oh, there's Justinian. Ooh.
Laga! Dude, why are you with the junk bonker? Those don't sell drinks. Also, why is my chocobo not out?
Go ahead. You want to do Justinian because you like playing Justinian.
You there, I need free drinks, something that helps with A for sickness. But the Manusha, a traveler, greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, good to come to me. My special Amina lassie made with only the finest and freshest ingredients is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of warm welcome to Fafnir, I'm pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,000... What? Excuse me? Of 19,800 gil for not one, not two, but 3 bottles. A bargain amongst bargains.
Elephant people.
Hmm. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me. Wah! Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. It's actually 1,890 gil for the 3 bottles of lassie. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest.
Yeah, he doesn't... He's... No wonder he's a loner.
I'll be back after I've explored the town.
Ah. Yeah, elephant people, so this is definitely Indian based. To be fair, we've been to Arabia, so...
Yeah, why the hell not? Oriage! Here! Praise be to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its tough grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee and Estidian, and to the fine fruits of this land.
You were in time. Excellent. You spared us Tartru's wrath.
Here!
Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Yeah, we can finally get rid of the E for sickness.
Oh my
But
god.
it's just a fancy form of seasickness. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly worked wonders.
Back on your feet, I see.
Die
here.
Yeah.
Aye, I found it. It's the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my armor. Nay? Oh.
May I ask where you got the cord for it?
A local vendor, the man said it's Fafnirian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. Dude? You missed your line.
Yeah, I am kind of having an error.
What happened?
What's network 2? One moment. My virus scanner is going off. Apparently I'm trying to connect to something and I'm like, what? So yeah, that's why I'm missing lines. Ethernet 2. Why am I on Ethernet 2 of all things? Should be fine. Oh, someone's trying to connect with me.
Walkin?
Okay, continue. That's incredible. Oh god, I clicked it away. Dumbass.
9400 gil a steel, I was told. There's nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphado could hold a candle to you. Eh? Ugh.
What should we choose? What should we choose?
It's not uncommon for merchants to set their price at, but doesn't it seem excessive here?
Yeah. Same. I'm not gonna snark Estinian for this time.
I am inclined to agree with that assessment. Oh, wait. It does seem excessive. Claiming Fafnir as its dominion, the nation of Ratzathan have long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there were the Arkasodara, a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture of rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this have combined to make a trading power of Ratzathan, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious government and stringent regulation.
Neither of which I see evidence. Given the merchants at our gateway town are free to fleece with hapless travelers to tarnish the reputation of the nation at large.
Just so, the opportunistic pricing is rampant enough to suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs.
Prudent and practical, aye. We've not to lose by learning more. So here we see Kryle's acquaintance. Shall we see what information we can gather here in Yedameld? Excellent. Don't try to go off to get...
We didn't exactly get off to a flying start.
But we'll make up to it.
Oh, we still have to drink it! We still have to drink it! Or do we just... Oh, leveled up anyway.
I'll just take a drink anyway, because it's food.
You're aligned still.
Yeah. I know I'm still aligned. I didn't disconnect. Taking next quest. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Jernum, the pier is yours. Once we've learned what we can regroup by the Aephorite. Off-putting though the mere sight of it may be. So, you wanna know... I was looking through the IP address that was going.
Yeah?
I think I know what tried to connect to me.
Oh?
It was your laptop!
Huh? Okay. I was not doing anything though.
Because there's only 4 things connected. One unknown, which I think is the printer or the extender. Then there is something else in the Wi-Fi, which is probably one of your which probably your phone. And there's another. What's it called? Desktop. And I believe your desktop. Huh? Okay, to the dock side. All these boat designs. Elephant!
A Buddha! Whoa. Okay. Crew's been left out too long.
He's gonna appear, you spy, votes mooring up to the others with the... So it's very quiet here. So they're having trouble trading. That's what we can discern. I think this is this.
That's a woman.
Yeah.
What? I mean, she's short. Look at her.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Kotlol. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kotlol a visit? He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at Saltwind Sails, the harbor guild building across the water from here. Blacka!
What, you fell into the water?
I fell into the water. Oh, he's over here. Hi. This is a dude.
Well now, if it isn't a traveler, you're a rare sight in these unsettling times. People have been giving us a wide breath of that accursed tower suddenly appeared in Nuranyar. It is as it stood there and loomed ominously. Perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no. It had spawned fell fiend as well. We still have our lives thanks to the radiant host, but business is now as good as dead. What will become of us? Only the gods know. So they're a trade nation, but they're unable to trade due to their current predicament.
Whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
I think it was already bad before the tower showed up.
Yeah. Also, Elephant Man.
Yeah, I know.
So these are the elephant people that we're gonna meet.
Oh, it's an aura.
Yeah.
This is a dude, obviously.
Yeah.
Hi.
The Damascans aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do? I'm trying
Damaska?
to... Yeah? There's a woman.
I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's what. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting up monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out there. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk.
But this will be an enormous loss. All right. Forget about the Damascus. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all perennial Hanish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed.
I know all these things, Kotlol. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are?
Wait, you're a foreigner, aren't you? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. No, just a traveler. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. I can't do a heavy voice and an accent.
Excuse me.
Oh.
My name's Matya, and I'm here to see Kotlol.
I don't know if that's a male or female.
Neither do I. I'm just taking it. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Yeah.
Time to talk to the elephant person. My feet are getting wet.
So get out of the water. Oh, other way.
Yeah, it's on the dock. Right click. Oh.
Yes? Can I help you? I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Kotlol too, did you? I'm Matcha, a fisherman of Akyali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kotlol, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and I dare not disturb him.
These elephants are very gentle people.
They usually are. I mean, elephants are usually gentle unless you piss them off.
Nah.
If I may ask, what is it that you do? An adventurer, you say? You travel the world helping people. Then, that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I brought some fresh fish with me, a portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is I'm terrible with people. I've only ever dealt with Kotlol, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle my fish in my stead and show me how it's done? Sure? If you're willing, please let me know and we can begin at once.
They're gonna follow around, aren't they? Yeah.
You'll do it then? Show me how to deal with customers. I'm in your debt. Right. Please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, free people here in Yedelmat. I will observe you and learn.
Oh, it's a him.
Oh, him. Oh, okay. My bad.
Well, you already gave it a voice. At this point, changing it is just weird. By the way, when they walk, I got dum 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 dum.
Yeah, I hear. Hi.
And the wolf. Oh. Here, let's be a fish peddler. Yes? Greetings, a friend. How do you fare? How you fare for
start with fish.
Greetings to you too. So I've been well enough given the circumstance. Things have been settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many refrained from there now, but I could not stay away. Had to come back, continue my life such as this. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. But don't you... I'm going with the bottom one again.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep them well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I heed the Radiant host's instructions. I hope they will deal with it soon, so we can get back to our normal lives. To the days when you could earn as much as you gave, and luck and tuck it into a meal satisfaction when you did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. When you bait me like that, how could I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. He's like, I know you're trying to trade me, but you know what? Why not?
Thanks for your custom. The catch of the daisy shell is good. Delectable stewed in coconut milk or baked with a sprinkle of salt.
You're suddenly making a sale. Okay, that was funny. But yeah. When the moment he says like, I don't have a meal, I haven't prepared a hearty meal yet, it's like, okay, here, have some fish. It's like, okay, fine, you got me.
There's a lot of aura here. This is like one of the few places where we see a whole bunch of aura.
Yeah, the only place where the other side, well, the light aura, the dark aura we've seen a lot in,
Yangsha.
Yeah.
Well, and
not
the light
Yangsha.
aura were...
The light aura were in the sea, and the dark aura were not in Yangsha, but the other place, the... You know.
Reunion.
Yeah.
Was it at Yangsha?
No, that's not Yangsha. Yangsha is Doma.
Oh, okay. Close by. Oh, this is a woman.
Yeah, so this is yours.
A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some Amra. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to be export quality. What do you need so many Amra for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late, I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment of is arriving for this and that, and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself feeling constantly hungry.
I know how you feel.
Yeah. Thank you! A pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. It took my mind off my troubles for a moment.
Oh.
Oops.
So if you fill, it just goes to the next NPC.
Oh.
So you can fail the sale. Got it.
Good to know. I thought we had more time to go for whatever.
Yeah, I thought we would get another option after. Not because of delays, but because it just didn't seem like the point to stop talking.
Okay.
I can't
It's
stop
another
laughing.
aura. It's another aura.
Yeah, another light aura as well. What is it? If you don't mind, I'm rather busy. Oh gosh, my stomach, ugh. Ate for sickness? No, nothing so unusual. In a hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. I'm gonna go with the bottom one, because I don't want to peddle fish right now. What that it could do, but I can't afford to be idle. Like it or not, the circumstances will surely get worse before they get better. So I'm working as hard as I so can. The better to be prepared. What an industrious young man you are. No, how do you intend to prepare?
Oh. Well, it's not like I'm trying to impress anyone.
Well, we're gonna go with the same route, because why not? It's not gonna impress anyone.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, I was reading about... Oh, excuse me, I gotta take back to work. Yeah, I was gonna go... It was gonna be the second one. I'm gonna make something of a relationship. Yeah, I was reading them out loud, and you just picked them, so I am gonna fail with you.
No, I was just reading to in my head, so. Sorry, that was my bad.
Yeah. By the way, this guy with the car is following you. You know what? Fuck it. If you're gonna go in the car, so can I.
Oh, Chocobo.
Here. Why are you following us? It's just weird. They're following you. Sit still. If they're gonna follow us in the car, I'm gonna get our car. Go away. There. What?
He says our Uber has arrived.
Ah. Huh. Yeah. What? I don't see any talking.
No, he was telling me.
Ah. What?
God damn it, not again!
God damn it, not again! Where do we have to go? Oh, south of the piers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
What does they want? What are they telling you?
Now you can fly us to our destination, but we're on the piers. We're stuck on the pier for now, so.
Yeah. Nice of him to help us for Endwalker, but we go by our own path. Thank you so much. Hello?
Sorry, I missed one. God.
Huh?
You meant it. Though you did fail too, but there are some lessons to be learned in both success and failure. By applying yours, I'll endeavor to become a better peddler.
We know how to talk with people. That's more important.
Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope that things will return to normal for Kotlol soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, and who should it... Oh, that's
I thought I heard a familiar voice, but who could it be but Matcha?
Kotlol, have you finished your business at the guild?
So you were there too. Forgive me. Try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships coming in and hardly going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate.
So, you can't buy my fish anymore?
I'm sorry, Matcha. I truly am. But for now, you must peddle your own goods.
But by myself, I can't.
I want to help you. I do. But as it stands, I can barely help myself. I've put my all into the consortium, and I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, but I can't. I won't fail them. The sisters are my witness. So the sisters are on the Radiant Host, okay?
Kotlol! Not to worry, using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage, somehow. Well, I best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road.
You don't have to do that, so... Okay, time for the Aether, right? Go back to the Aether. Ah! Ah! I see you've been busy. Managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. Well, about that... I see. We've also heard that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearance and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace.
That's freaky.
As before, the culprits are most certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to call for a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Telephoroi. Estidian!
House of Divinities. That matcha fellow you were helping. He's Arca Sodara, is he not? Apparently, it is almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be traveling alone? Uh-oh. If summoning is this perpetrator's aim, it doth stand to reason that Arca Sodara would be their primary targets. For it is the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. You better go after him.
Oh, we better go after him. Oh, wrong, I said, we better go after him. Akiel lies west, and Axiali lies west, and as I recall, the same direction as Cross Acquaintance, incidentally.
It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled while we make for the village.
And I lost the Vanguard voice for a moment. I cannot do it. Also, Blue Quest to the south.
Oh. Ah.
Ah, Sky Chaser. Oh, ghoul.
Oh. Oh, it's an Aether current.
Yeah. It's a female, by the way.
Why are there Matong everywhere? Has this town fallen? Hi. Ah! Your face! It is known to me! You were the warrior who fought for the Mole and the Nadam! Oh! Hi!
He's the Dark Aura, yeah.
I am Ogul of the Katayin. It was your bravery and skill which inspired me to embark on my own hero's journey. Yet now I have foolishly blundered into a den of Matanga. Why do these others walk without fear? Do they not care if they are slaughtered? These Matanga are not like those on the Azim steppe. I do not doubt your word, but grandmother would always warn me, if you encounter a Matanga, you turn tail and flee, as far as you can. Their tails will awful and bloody, and so now the very sight of them, the terror rises unbidden. No, I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from this nightmare island as soon as possible. I beg of you, stay at my side for a time, just until I meet with this Kankana person the sailors told me about. She is said to have work that pays a fair wage, so we will see what she has for me. She's gonna be an,
Yeah. No. She's a bit further north.
Yeah. I'm just gonna mount up.
So she's just scared of the elephant people.
Yeah.
Hey look, it's a white wolf with red flames. It's up here. That's a story quest. That's a story quest.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Womp womp.
By the Dusk Mother, no one told me Kankana was a Matanga. Could I ask you to speak with her in my stead?
Just overcome your fear.
Hi. Welcome to Yetuba, Traveler. I'm Kankana, and it is my job to assign the right work to the right workers. Might I have your name? Kaylin and Ogul, is it? Let me jot those down. Oh, grandmother, why? Why did that have to be a Matanga? Is your companion quite alright? Ah, an understandable reaction. The Gaia Sura tribe have done much to stain the reputation of our people. You are looking for work, though, yes? Many have been forced to take what they can get since the troubles began, so I'm afraid all the simple jobs are gone. As for what's left, I only have tasks fit for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you could do? Fighting? I can fight, lest you doubt my skills likened to that of the Dragon's Bane, the legendary Shaka Zo herself. I am not familiar with the name, but you sound formidable indeed. Why don't we start you out on escort duty then? A group of artisans set off to harvest materials and asked that I send any prospective protectors their way should I happen to enlist any. What, they're already set off? Is our duty not to escort them? There is to be a ritual dance performed in Kajaza's footsteps. They'll need incense and costumes for the dances and such. The entire thing was decided rather suddenly, so there was no time to waste. And these artisans you speak of, do they also include Matanga in their number? It was an Arkasadora who submitted the request. I hope that won't be a problem. Oh, not at all. I look forward to fainting at the feet of my most feared enemy. Kaylin, I cannot do this alone. Please lend me the strength of the victor of the Nandam, and half the reward for this task will be yours. The artisans didn't plan to venture far. Leave Yedlima to the west, and you should come across your employer.
So it's on the way.
Then that is where we shall meet. You will find me there, yes? Poor girl. Jesus.
Yeah, it's on the way.
Let's get that one first, then. Oh, I see her already.
And she's doing that again.
Okay. You take this one.
Ah, you must be our belated escort, yes? Glad to have such a courageous... is your companion not well? She seems a touch shaky.
Of course, I should have thought of it before. I shall harvest the necessary ingredients while the artisans stay here. That way I have no need to fear him, or being harmed. Perfect!
I must say, this is less than ideal. My people are already scattered across the wilds. I wanted someone to roam around and ensure they were safe from attack. Is your friend perhaps frightened by Arcasodora? I've met such travelers before. Well, no matter. If you could patrol the area as I asked, I must attend to my own harvesting. Oh. Agaja. Okay, they're north of here, so let's go do that. Also, elephant! Oh, she's under attack by an elephant! Down. Arcasodora. You okay? You must think of me foolish. I was so absorbed in my task I failed to notice the ground shaking at their approach. Still, my injuries are light and my set is full. Thanks to you, I think I can make it back to town in time to meet the others. Like to our goal, I guess?
What happened? Did you slay the beast?
Mm-hmm.
That was a near thing. I took the first one by surprise, but the second, knowing a Mataka stuck on my back, my mind froze and my body refused to obey. Grandmother taught that we should let fear wash over us like water, but to my shame, I could not have failed her more thoroughly. Not to sound ungrateful, Killian, but why did you follow me? We were to patrol? Forgive me, I should have waited for orders, instead of running off alone and putting lives in peril. Come, we should return to our employer. I want to be sure that the wounded man reach safety. She's not a bad kid.
She's just been taught to fear these people with her life, and well, that's what happened.
Yeah.
She's traumatized because her grandmother taught her to be traumatized. Sword, no sword. Sword, no sword. My colleague told me of his rescue. Although we had hoped for an escort from the start, I imagine if you hadn't come at all. I've sent him and the others back to our workshop, so consider your duty with us complete. You have my thanks, and for payment you can collect from Kankana. And she's still looking back, yeah.
Right, I suppose we'll report to Kankana then.
Yeah, this is probably a chain that's gonna... Yeah. So it ends here, and then we get a chain of that she has to do more chores.
Yeah, let's not do this one yet.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you get more shit from it. At least she's not shivering anymore.
Huh?
Ah, there you are. Your employer has expressed satisfaction with your work, so congratulations on a job well done. As a response to the recent chaos, the upcoming ritual was hastily planned to say the least. As a consequence, the artisans have been hard-pressed to make everything ready. But when times are hard, the people of Fafnir rely on such traditions to renew their faith and bolster their hearts with the teaching of the divine. The death of an artisan would have thrown the whole thing into disarray, and thus your rescue was timely indeed. Please accept your payment, half each, as agreed upon. Are you interested in further work? If I may have something for you, if so. Oh, it continues.
Yeah. Okay, let's just take it. It's still blue, so it's gonna unlock something else.
Exactly. Ready to tackle another job then? This one was registered by a local fisherman asking for help with marauding monsters. Ordinarily, the Radiant Host keeps the worst of the wildlife in check, but these days there just haven't been enough blades to spare. You'll want to speak with the fisherman himself for the details. I could read the scroll he left for a name, but he's an Sodara, and should be found fishing the waters from the western shore. But wait, another Matanga? Killian, you could always use more coin, yes? Because I could certainly benefit from your wise and experienced company.
Hmm.
A fine pair of hunters we shall make. Come, let us speak with this Sodara fisherman.
So let's continue this later. Oh, it's on the way.
Oh, it's on the way, so...
Continue the story, and then see where that leads.
See where it goes. It's eventually going to lead back here, probably, so we can pick that up back up later when we get back there. Also, I'm feeling a bit peckish, but we don't have anything.
We do, it's called noodles.
Yeah, but it's not really... Yeah, never mind.
Rip wow, rip wow, rip wow. And now we go that way, I guess. If you want to make some noodles, you can make some noodles.
Maybe in a bit.
Turtle.
Well, where?
Below.
Oh, I see. Turtle.
Not much from here either. Oh.
No! Leave me alone! Help! Somebody help!
It came from the north. Guess we're going the other way first.
Joko!
Yeah,
fire! Matcha!
Kept clicking the wrong thing.
Uh-huh? Where did they go? Why are you here?
I see you found him in time.
You and your friends came to look for me? I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest. Think about what to do about, well, everything. And then those men came.
Kidnappers. We've heard that the Akasodora were being targeted. Surely you have as well. Perhaps it's best if you took refuge in the city.
We've considered it, me and the others, but fishing is all we know. The ocean all we have.
I see. That's your decision to make. But you should take care to not travel alone. Not to travel alone.
A question, if I may. It is our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What canst thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. But I've heard that some bear an unseemly resemblance to our divinities.
Lunar primals.
Yeah. For that reason, some have taken to calling the
Zot.
House of Divinities in the old tongue, it means.
Tower of Zot. What does that remember?
Oh! But they're not true divinities. They're monstrous imitations that bring only death. There's the first Final Fantasy IV reference.
Huh?
To have one's faith so twisted in is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. Know that 'tis for no other purpose but to neutralize the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn that all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us? Really? To think I had you peddling fish? But to answer your question, yes, of course. We would glad to tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller, and I'd ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please, come to our village. We're good, God-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd be honored to share our knowledge. And fish! What sayest thou? Shall we pay a visit to Akyali? Sure. Wonderful! Just follow the road west and down the hill. You can't miss it.
So, when do you encounter the Tower of Salt again?
I don't remember. I think it's the second tower.
It's not the Tower of Babel.
So, 'tis the simulacra of Fafnarian gods that are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them.
Though indeed, saving them will mean confronting their false gods. Like as not, as you said, we restored our religious traditions to Akyali. It's south of here.
Hold on, let me check. Oh!
What?
That's the tower where Tella dies.
Ah.
You don't reach it. You get there by airship because Kane gets you there.
Ah. Well, there's your Final Fantasy IV reference.
That's what I said! I saw the name and I'm like... I'm surprised you didn't remember that. You watched an entire stream of that.
I barely remembered it.
Anyway, Ogul should be over here. I don't think I see her.
Akachapa.
No. Oh, she's over here.
I'm under attack.
What?
Oh, it's running away. Fucking turtles! Come to think of it, of the monsters, have you? About damn time. Come to care of the monsters, have you? About damn time. We're fine when we're out of the water, of course, but even a fisher needs to walk on land every now and then, and the trails grow more perilous by the day. I've managed to sneak through without a scratch so far, but the friends of mine haven't been so fortunate. Talk to the others around here, they'll tell you.
I might need your help with that, Kellen. Speaking of Arcasadora is still challenging for me.
Okay, we'll talk to Vogel anyway.
Should we do this together then?
Yeah.
Yes? Fine. Good idea.
Yeah. Here we go. Well, that's not an Arcasadora, that's just a aura.
It's an aura.
It's a dark aura even. You want to hear about monsters? I saw 3 brutes on the way from Akyali to Yedamid. These names. Never seen the likes around these parts before. It's really hard because you don't hear their voices.
You don't hear their voices. You don't know what they're initially called. And it looks like another aura.
Yeah.
Another dude, or is this?
No, that's a human.
That was a human.
You want the story? When I left the Yakuza the other day, I almost walked straight into a thing with a tongue as long as my arm. Barely escaped being gobbled up on the spot, so it's a frog.
I think this is a woman. I think the women are all like dressed like this.
Okay.
Attacked by the wildlife? Oh yes, while I was hauling a catch back to town. Dropped a lot and fled for my life. The roads used to be safe enough, but now...
Too. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, we talked to him. No voice acting still. So, do you understand why we had sent for your help?
I understand that you have a problem with long-tongued brutes terrorizing your roads.
Those creatures are what we call Pisaka. Without the army sending out regular patrols, it seems the inland monsters have become expanding their territories. They've forgotten their fear of us, and that's when people start dying. I need you to remind them. Once you've found them, slay these overbold Pisaka and bring me one of their carcasses. There's something I've been curious about.
Very well, let us make of this a contest, shall we? The first to topple a Pisaka is the victor.
Never seen someone so eager to throw herself headlong into Pisaka's jaws. Shouldn't you be chasing after her? Don't worry, I got this.
I think I'm actually gonna do some noodles. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Ah, my knees!
I'm also feeling a little bit peckish.
Ugh. Boiling water!
I'm also a bit peckish, so yeah. Almost same time, so we go north first?
Yeah. If it goes back to town, we just wait until we get back. We're probably gonna get back eventually.
Elephant! You don't see me.
Oh, you already did it.
What? Oh, you found her?
Ha! First kill is mine! Grandmother always said that the hunter should be the swift like a diving mule. Would you mind tracking down the other two? Once they saw what I did to their friend, they fled to the northwest. I can haul this lump back to the beach while you finish the hunt. You would be alone with an Sudara? Ha! But my fear of the Mataga has begun to ebb, somewhat. Now go before some other pools will cross the path with those monsters.
Okay, she's trying to be brave. We go over further north, why not? This is a cool island nation.
Look at those mountains! Damn!
Yeah. The colors! I love the colors.
Yeah. Really?
It attacked you. Now it's attacking me. Oh, two of them actually. Hey, you jerk, stop that. It's gonna spawn an encounter because Dark Mist. Rip real, rip real, rip real.
Oh, there's two of them immediately.
Done.
I just realized I'm actually a lower level than you are.
You are. But you are on the level you're supposed to be in this area, so it's fine.
Also water boiled. Pasta?
Sure. One for me too. Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Okay. Getting you a new one.
Just rinse that. I'll put up a timer. Hot. It's boiling. Some extra food, but on the way.
Itch.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. But this isn't unlocked though. 'Cause the quest ends here.
Probably the next quest in line.
Yeah, but what is this leading up to?
Sub dungeon, extra unlock items, an emote. Maybe an emote. You angered the elephant.
I don't care!
Oh, wait. I see something to your right.
What? Oh, hi!
We didn't use your compass yet. So it's northeast of here, so that's over there. Yeah, it's in the future where we're going.
Oh, we have to go this way.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I went to the story quest automatically because I'm stupid. And you're like, noted. Ah, there you are. Your friend is stronger than she looks. We had to load the carcass onto a boat to carry it away. What of the Pisca's pack mates? Did you find them? Yeah, she's actually looking them in the eye now. Both slain then. That is good.
Of course she slew them. Songs of killing things are sung across the steppe. My aching arms would like to know why you wanted the remains, no?
Why else? To make use of its parts. The skills can be spun into silver, and then the meat will fill our pots. The bones and teeth we can craft into hooks and other tools. We killed nothing for the sake of killing, even murderous monsters. The 2 bodies you left behind will serve as a warning to others of their kind. It's to keep them away that no more blood need to be shed.
It seems our tribes share similar customs when it comes to using every part of the kill. As grandmother always said, be not wasteful of the lives you take to sustain your own. You are so very different from your kin, the Galiosura.
Oh, so that's why you've been avoiding my gaze. If you're only experienced with the Matanga being our brutal cousins, then you'll find the Akansadora an agreeable lot by comparison. Might even make a few friends, eh? Here's your payment. Well earned, I'd say.
Another job finished. Be sure to report to Kankana that she might strike it from our list. Let me know when you are done basking in the success of our hunt, and we can return to Yaldimad.
We got another story. Some more food.
Alright.
So let's just start this, and if it goes back to town, we'll just go there.
Yeah, I know. Ready then? I've been counting the contents of my coin purse. I have enough to buy passes on the ship, but as for food and other supplies, well, I would feel more comfortable with the pay from one more job weighing down my belt. You can see me through just one more, yes? At the very least, let us make a report to Kankana and ask what else she has an offer. Come, show me how fleet of foot you are, champion. Yeah, it's going back to the city. Okay, anyway, let's get back to Akyali.
Give me a moment. Someone's DMing me. It's business. Hot.
Is it done already?
No. It's just I'm just touching the lid, so going hot. Whoa, there's a lot of things spawned in there and fighting. There's a fight going on there. We can join real quick. And we're done. Aw, they're sitting together on the swing all lovingly.
Matcha!
Matcha.
Welcome to Akyali, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that. But please make yourself at home. Your companions have already begun talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell you about our gods, but you could do worse than to start with Kangav and old Hashvesdas. They're free at the moment, as it happens.
Voice acting, please! You wish to know about our gods? What a curious visitor you are. Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. And I don't know how it went you hill, but our island is home to many gods. They can be divided into two groups. The Mansuya, beings of wisdom who assume the form of men, and Maraga, beings of might who assume the form of beasts. Together they are the divinities. Their forms and personality may many and varied. Some are gentle and kind, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teaching, we strive to be better people and live better lives. Oh, an aura. Oh, man! No, I'm not gonna do the voice. Interesting in learning all about our gods, you say? That's what I like to hear. Prick up ears, then listen. In ancient times, the Mansuya and the Murga, deities who look like men and beasts respectively, were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Mansuya, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, the Mansuya converted the might of the Murga, and so too resolved to trade heads.
What? Okay.
Thus were born new gods possessed of both might and wisdom, and they were ushered into an age of harmony between the two factions. And from then on, Aside that there seem of one or another, the Monsignor have worn animal faces and the Murga have limbs of men. That's a Ganesh thing, but instead they took it a bit further.
I was about to say, yeah, that's. It's interesting to see them use so many of our mythologies in, in this. Is it done yet?
Yeah. It's done now. Yeah. I made it a little bit longer so that the extra time to do it, but it's done. You can eat.
Alright, cool. There you are. Learned a thing or two about our gods, I trust. Well, you were off talking to the others. I remembered something that may be of interest. Yeah. If you could let your friends know, I'll go and fetch it from my home at once. Yeah.
So I think our first trial is gonna be one of these gods. At least the biggest, the strongest ones of them all. Probably. I think it's voice acted, considering the camera work. Please let it be voice acted. Nope.
Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll, which depicts 3 of our most revered deities.
That's for the dungeon.
By all means, we would like to see it. Oh!
The Magna Sisters.
The Mega Sisters!
They're the ones you've heard about. Center one's the eldest. Okay.
The center one is Sindaruva, the goddess of wisdom, and for this, alchemists hold her in highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sanduruva. As the goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Minduruva, the youngest sibling. She presides over the crafts, and so is beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. It's gonna be Mega Sisters, fuck! Of course it's the fucking Mega Sisters!
FF4 reference.
In like fashion to the Mansuya, the deities of Eorzea preside over myriad aspects of life, and one of them is Murga, if I may ask. The Murga held power over nature. In ages past, they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit their temples and ruins, you'll find their images there.
Yeah.
Among them is a god who possesses a Gaia's head, and he is venerated as the progenitor of the Akasadora, Ganesh.
Yeah.
And then there are the dragons. They occupy a special place in our history.
I'm not surprised.
You worship dragons too? It's said that an ancestor of the satrap, that's the ruler of Razat Han, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. The divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the satrap. Legend holds that if ever the satrap is in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally.
You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I'm confident the information you've given us will serve us in our efforts to deal with the tower.
That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success.
Right, I believe it's time we sought out Kryle's acquaintance. An alchemist by the name of Nidana. According to Kryl's notes, we to find our place at a place called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Okay, so that's definitely going to be a lady. Oh. We could speak to him one more time.
Did you say you're going to see Nidana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. And did I say she's beautiful?
You have a crush.
I could stare at her dainty ears and adorable trunk all day. And those eyes. Oh, when you meet her, take care you don't drown in them.
Someone has a crush.
You think? Really? Chocobo's already gone? Jesus. Get on.
Luckily for us, it's next to a Aephorite.
Yeah. Of course it just had to be the fucking Mega Sisters. It's gonna be first after.
Well, at least we're not going to see the dolls because we've already seen them. You're welcome. It's up a cliff, so I suggest correcting course.
Going.
To the east. Okay, and that's definitely on the edge up there. Well, we haven't gone yet.
Further even.
Huh? XP.
Ooh, we are very close now. Woo!
That's a drop.
Whee! It's down here. Whee! Ow!
It's over at a pod mount. Tuning. To be kitty. Oh, she's down for the count. Uh-oh. Voice acting? Voice acting. I'm not sure if it's...
Yep. Now we get to hear what they sound like.
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
Turns out our accents were correct. Oh, he's not happy to see that if he honors dragons.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
Okay.
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Huh?
Scales? We have new scales?
Huh? What?
Selective hearing.
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
Those are...
What the hell?
Those are dragon skills, aren't they?
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Yeah. Estinians.
Dragon scales.
I knew it.
Ugh.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit.
That's Nadana, probably.
Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
That's what. So they're working on some.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people?
That's actually very good news.
Yeah.
Of course. You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Very Indian accent.
Very Indian, yeah.
Tell me,
Jeez.
how did you acquire those scales?
I don't think he wants to tell you, dude.
Curious that it concerns you so. But
Yay?
worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
At least he's being honest.
Ah.
Yeah.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King.
He teleported in.
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Oh God.
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it. Huh?
Oh, fuck.
I should like to draw a file or two, if so. Now.
Oh
see.
God.
Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
God.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
If you're something, or so help me.
Here we go, Jay.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
Actually, contracted to hilarity.
As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
It's kind of interesting that alchemy is in India, because India was a very herbal, was good in herbal medicine, as like with China.
Mm-hmm.
It's still debated where modern medicine came from, China or India.
Oh, I just noticed there are black chocobos here.
God, this feels like an alchemy lab.
Okay, Nadana, let's talk. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours.
Kotlol herself is tied up with another investigation. Junab is an eminent capable substitute, and will spare no effort to aid you. If so, if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etherical emissions.
Indeed, we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way.
No blessing.
In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon skills proved the most promising.
Makes sense.
Owing to their etheric density, the skills are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance.
We see that in Tiamat as well.
Yeah, we seek to amplify its protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the skills provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your Blessing of Light come in.
I'm going to study my etherical balance. Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose.
What exactly is it that you need me to do?
She had to laugh.
Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. Sure.
In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make yourself useful. Seeing as all your work is to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands.
We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations.
Just this way up? This is complicated. Right here. Drunken Deepa. What?
I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruits of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night. The Drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test its element's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness.
Oh, great.
For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat. Retreat to safe distance if you are not the subject.
Bounce, 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 bounce. I'm following a lantern.
A bouncy lantern. Okay.
Go away and then go back. Uh-huh.
Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Bouncy, 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 bounce, bounce, bounce. The fact that it's bouncing is just...
Nothing wrong. Okay.
Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow.
But it's clearly drunken because it just did a whole circling. Final discharge.
Whoa, are you moving faster? Get back here! Ah!
Oh, back off. For
Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist.
and numerous.
Ah, you've returned. And not on your knees. A promising sign. But come, let me take the Deepa off your hands.
Have your drunken Deepa back.
Thank you. I shall replenish his ether for when we need it, for when we test the talisman. So, no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine?
Yep.
Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Ah, god damn it, itch.
It's kind of clever. They pretty much use as a test subject to see if the Deepa can affect us. So that the test makes sense.
Yeah.
So now they have a scale to what the protection of
Yeah. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it, spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we Arca Sedora had traveled alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course.
Leave it to me.
I'm in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to Kajaja's footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. Still can't believe we came into this village. Thought that they were all attacked. They were just exhausted.
It's east of here. There's a fade nearby. It seems to be on the road.
If we can make it easily, let's check it out.
It's 40 minutes still to go, so let's do it. Oh, it's a big guy. Stone and Ozma came to help. Stop. Stop.
Still want to get me one of those.
Yeah. North of here. Okay, it's over there.
Donna. I may be simply imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out!
Of course they're here. You wrapped it in.
God, but that gave me a fright. To think that the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're alright, I hope. That's what I meant with the sisters. I should have known. Good. Let's continue on then. It isn't far now. Just through these pillars and up the rise.
Well, to keep protecting her.
Speak with the Donna yet again.
Return the tire in level 85. Yeah, so I think we're gonna. Oh, I have to kill this fan. You see it, right?
No, they're fate over to the left.
Phil Pedal Alchemist, risky return, and you have to kill Pasaka for.
Hold on, so do I.
I'm gonna join. One more, yeah. There's one over here. Nuts. You got it? You got the nuts?
Yep.
Okay. So clearly this is the cutoff because the next area is level 85. We're gonna be here back later.
Hey, Donna. And here we are, Kajaza's footsteps. Kajaza was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that spirit wheat grows here in abundance. I won't set about harvesting at once, if you would be so good as to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't likely to return soon, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah. So this is a dancer deity.
I'm pretty sure this is where your dancer quest eventually takes you. The dancer job eventually takes you. I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Seems very natural to end in. God, this is such a nice area. I like it. There's some unique environments for sure. If we're gonna get some voice acting. Just by the camera movements.
Yes, that would be Radzat Han. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me of the satrap.
Yeah.
It could have been this was all bad guy.
Well, he is the most important person in Radzat Han. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra.
And the Gajasura.
Arkasodra.
These shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether.
So Aura from Yangxia came over here.
Until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves.
That's why the Gajasura hate Aura.
It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this
somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people. But when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution.
Okay, so he's just a decision
The
maker. He's
stability
not the one who
provided by
runs the country.
satrap is what has allowed Rads at Han to thrive all these years.
Interesting. It's an interesting way to run a country.
It was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
It's how we used to do it. Government does everything, and then the king and queen make the final decision. But that became antiquated, so they removed it. It's also how the UK does it.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Wow, they're running around like the chickens with their head cut off.
Pretty much they're working around the clock, and when they can't work, they just collapse and fall asleep. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
It's him.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something? Owen?
Owen?
Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
It was him. It was one of his previous lives.
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
So, he's looking back, so like, oh, I made something like this before, they're trying to do it again. Yes, guess I'm my worst enemy. God damn it. So, he used to be a researcher doing the same thing.
I have enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let's head back to the great work, shall we?
Up.
God.
I'm not
get over this. Oh,
I'm not surprised that he used to be a researcher in this kind of things. Probably was another Asian scheme that he had to do these kind of things so that probably an empire goes to and the empire goes to war, something or another civilization goes to war with someone for primal, which would cause another cataclysm. Dun, 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 dun. What's up?
I don't know. I'm just not feeling too well, I think. Might just be almost that time again. I don't know.
My legs are cramping all of a sudden.
So we're both suffering.
Yeah, it's because I'm feeling a bit cold. Well, we'll see. Must be the weather.
Probably. Nadana! Ah, I'm in a pillar. I got a pillar. My thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude.
Just money. A boy!
Hey, there's a new one! Little does Nadana know that she's about to send you on another errand. If you will excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman.
You are both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mr. Snedana. It seems the stores of the Giant's Gull are running low. What?
What? But when last I looked, there was still plenty.
I suspect that was before Urianshe told everyone about their tempering cure, and Estinian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have been inspired by a number of new talisman prototypes.
I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain. But we will need to replenish your stores.
I should be happy to tend to this if you like.
As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Killin, loath though I am to press another task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the Giant's Gull? In case you're not familiar, Giant's Gull is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and spherical conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant's Gull Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more? Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zenua. He will furnish you with the ore.
At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May you borrow a pair of Hamsam, Mr. Snedana?
By all means. Do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training.
I will bring the Hamsa to the entrance. Meet me there when you're ready. So we're gonna... those are the birds.
Birds?
The dodo birds. Wow, blue quest.
I just said that!
Alchemist or dancer? Well, let's accept that one and see where that one leads. Splish. Jalamuk.
If occurred.
Yeah. Do you have a moment, adventurer? One of my colleagues have gone missing. She said she was going to Kajuya's footsteps to get a bit of exercise, but she hasn't come back. I'd go search for her, but it's almost time for the shift change. I can't very well leave the killing to operate itself. Can you find her and fetch her for me? Okay, this is probably very short. You're too kind. She should be in Kaja's footsteps. Keep an eye out for a Hayur with black hair. I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. She was out last time you were by, and she was definitely she missed out a chance to meet the adventurer aiding the students of Baldesion. So where do we have to go for the... So it's all the way back there, and the other one is halfway there. Let's go do the side quest first before we do that, because here we have to go ride those birds. See? Those birds.
Yeah.
So let's wait for that and first help get the Ava current. All the way back. And that just makes me annoyed. Well, they're still doing stuff here. Are you using your motorcycle to get a speed advantage?
Maybe.
Pay to win, scum. And now Pisaka wants to attack you. That's your own fault. I too want to fight you.
Hi, I've got a wall away. I got the hit. What do you mean I need to get back to work? Oh, have I really been out that long? I should really go. But I was hoping to get a better look at this stage before I left. I'm sure you're busy, but could you assist me for a moment? Thank you! I'll inspect the walls, so could you make sure the stage is in order?
Okay. Touch, 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 touch. Okay, that needs a fresh coat of paint. Touch, 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 touch. No problems. So one of the pillars needs a coat of paint.
Yeah.
I see more borals down there.
Ah!
Small hole in the road. That can be good.
Ah.
How far is an Avacurrent from here? Northwest, okay.
Any problems? The floor and the paint. I'll have to fix them the next time I come by. Thank you for checking. You know, it seems odd that I've never met you until now. You wouldn't happen to be the adventurer sent by the student of Valdacian, would you?
Mm-hmm.
You are? And here I was delegating you menial task. If I'd known, I've always admired travelers like you. You see, I was studying to be a dancer under Mistress Nashmira at one time. Hey, I remember her. I wanted to see the realm as I traveled for performances. Maybe I still can. Not as a dancer, of course, but as an alchemist. Oh, but we should hurry back to the great work. I don't want to cause any more trouble than I already have. Nashmira is the... If I'm not mistaken, she's the teacher for...
Dancers.
The dance class. Yeah. She's the leader of the troupe.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Don't ask. I have weird buttons. I'm not being so tired.
You too, huh? I don't know. I feel like I kind of just want to go to bed, to be honest. But
Huh. Weird. Alright, we have to go first to that. Ugh. Whatever. I can shake it off. It has to be the weather.
it has to be.
Oh, there you are. I've heard from my colleague with her stage inspection while you're out. It's greatly appreciated. She really looks up to your kind, you know. She lost her chance to become a dancer due to an unfortunate injury, but now she's working to heal the sick and injured as an alchemist. You're so happy to meet you, as am I. Here, a token of our thanks. So, there's no continuation to that. Now we have to change mounts in a moment. Here are our Hamsa Yajranam. If the creatures look familiar, it's because they are close kin to the Eorzean dodo. Hamsa have been kept as livestock in Fafnir, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these were recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host have repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That's where my ender takes me, and my own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objection, let us first make it for the outpost. We set forth at your word. Okay, talk to him again. You are ready? Then let us depart. You only need to ride and relax. My bird and I will take lead for yours to follow. Okay, it's automatic. Let us be off. I haven't really done those before, but be warned that they have a wobbly gate.
No shit!
I don't see it for some reason. Because it's cutscene, technically.
Probably. Imagine being one of the giant races.
I am one of the giant races. That sort of formation or such a sword. Okay, wheelbane. Okay, so that was a sword originally. I have a very big bird for that. The left has no inclination to do. As you can see, it straddles on a small island.
Let's go for a new location.
Yeah, should be an ether current nearby. It's at the top of the cliff, and it itself is on the beach. The Hamsa hatchery. Yeah, so it was just pure cutscene mode for us. And since people don't want to see 1 million people walking around in a dodo, this was probably the best idea. Bye.
Bye.
And here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, who should it be but young Varsharan, on an errand for the satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me to come to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty. But we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one of so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains the front line of battle, no place for children. Your predecessor too often traveled alone. It's been what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Looked like those before him, he went on to represent the satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may be now, I'm certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering, but I still worry for you. You would be overcome with sadness if something would befall you, and as your little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I would, Nadavine. Thank you. And who might this be? Not Hanesh by the looks of him. Permit me to introduce you to Jernam Delek of the Eorzean contingents, come to assist in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? Those towers appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what is the situation like? May I suggest to you that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of our understandably anxious. We will be glad for any tidings you can share. And someone beep me.
You two, bring Farshan to the latest reports and answer any questions she may have.
It wasn't important.
Ugh.
You okay?
No, I really don't feel good. Oh my god.
Shall we just call it here?
Yeah, sorry. Oh my god.
Okay, that's fine.
I just don't feel good right now.
When people don't
I really wanted to keep going because it was just getting good, but oh. Sorry.
It's fine. If you charge for joy, please like, subscribe, and whatever your charge is. And we'll be back next week. It's just a shorter stream because people are feeling well. It happens. So charge and catch you all later. Bye.